Hey, what's up? This is Sully from Godsmack. Strap on those boots, baby, because you are now in the trenches of the war room with the one and only Mistress Carrie right here on the Mistress Carrie podcast.
What's up? This is Joe Rogan, and you're listening to Mistress Carrie.
Her hair so lovely, pretty eyes.
Hey, this is Brent from Shinedown, and you're listening to Mistress Carrie. Hey, Carrie, go put your bra on, girl.
Hey, this is Steven Tyler, and you be listening to the baddest bitch in Boston, Mistress Carrie.
What's up? This is Aaron from Stain, and you're listening to Mistress Carrie.
Hi, everybody. This is Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters, and you're listening to the one, the only Mistress Carrie.
Hey, this is David from the band Disturbed, and you're listening to the baddest bitch in Boston, Mistress Carrie.
Hi, Bruce Dickinson here from Iron Maiden. Yes, indeed, Miss Whiplash herself, Mistress Carrie, is here to unchain your brain.
Hi, this is Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. You're listening to Mistress Carrie.
This is Dennis Leary. You are listening to my favorite, Mistress Carrie.
Hey, this is Corey from Stone Sour, and you have the privilege of listening to Mistress Carrie.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's Mistress Carrie, reporting for duty from MCHQ for a bonus episode of the Mistress Carrie podcast. And before we get to my guests, the guys in Seether, I want to remind you about all of the gear you can find in the online shop at mistresscarrie.com. New pullover hoodies and black on black 3/4 sleeve jerseys, baby onesies in time for Mother's Day and Father's Day, new purple roll-up blankets, t-shirts, tank tops, pint glasses, coffee mugs, and so much more. Just log on to mistresscarrie.com and click shop. The guys in Seether are out on the road with Stained, Saint Asonia, and Tim Montana on the Tailgate Tour, having just wrapped up their brand new album, the follow-up to 2020's Civis Pacem Parabellum. They rolled the tour into Portland, Maine on April 30th, 2024, and I was broadcasting live from backstage on 106.3 The Bone in Portland. I talked to the Seether guys about what they do on their days off, what it's like being a touring band away from their families, and I got as much gossip on the upcoming new album as the band was willing to tell me. This is Seether's second appearance on the Mistress Carrie podcast, having appeared first on episode 13. So allow me to reintroduce you to Seether. Welcome to the Mistress Carrie Backstage Tailgate. Joining me in the lush accommodations of The Bone is the guys in Seether. I got all of you guys. Hi, guys.
Ooh, hello. What's up, y'all?
What's
up? Hello.
I feel like I just saw you because I'm stalking the Tailgate Tour, and I came down to Mass and went and saw you guys on Saturday night.
Yeah, that was fun. It was a good place, good show. We've found so far that up in the Northeast, the crowds have been insane compared to anywhere else we've been. And obviously the tour hasn't been that long yet. But yeah, I'm excited for the next few shows because this area obviously has a much greater appreciation for shows that come through town, you know.
Well, we've known each other a long time, and you guys know that the Northeast are rabid rock fans. So you know we pull out all the stops when Seether comes to town.
Good times.
You had a couple days off in Portland.
Yes.
We had serious backstage discussions on Saturday night in Mass about how you were going to spend your 2 days off in town. I need a full Portland Seether recap.
Okay, 11:45 we got here. 11:51 I got coffee. Yeah, my plan was to fish, which I did.
Dale, you travel with tackle gear. This is not a novice fisherman situation.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I'm certainly a novice, or at least I felt like one, because I didn't catch anything. I was ambitious but unsuccessful. But no, I do. I travel with tackle, and wherever we go, I'll try and find a little patch of water and go fish there. Even if you don't catch anything, it's kind of a cool way to pass the time. But yeah, I think it's a little early still in the season, especially for things like striped bass. But I don't want to bore the people with the specifics.
There's nothing more.
I didn't catch
compelling
anything.
Here we go. The afternoon. 30 minutes later.
I didn't catch anything, so I resorted to buying lobster rolls, and so I ate seafood even if I couldn't catch it. So it was cool, man. It's Portland's a great little city, and just had fun walking around and eating the food. The food was fantastic, so that was kind of a highlight for me.
The lobster roll was good?
Yeah,
was it
amazing.
On? We talked about the bun.
Yeah, it was on a weird little like hot dog type bun.
Butcher
it was
Butcher
toasted.
burger, right? That was
at the Butch Burger, I had the Surf and Turf Burger, which was a burger topped with lobster.
Yeah.
But I went to, what was it, Jake's? And
Luke's Lobster.
Luke's, and had a real just old fashioned lobster roll there.
You know, in this light, you have eyelashes like a camel. You could.
You guys are staring into each other's eyes lovingly
I get the silhouette. I was like, man, this guy could walk through a dust storm and not even know it's happening.
You fluffed him up earlier this morning.
Thank you.
I went and visited some friends up in Maine for the first night, and then last night I just spent the night in the hotel. Couldn't get to sleep, so I watched all 3 Mad Max movies.
Back to back to back?
Yeah, I'm halfway through Thunderdome. I got through because I was looking forward to Fury Road as well, but I figured that's a solid 6-7 hours of movie. I got to do something. So yeah, but that's all I did.
What did you guys do?
We had perfect weather yesterday, right?
I know.
It's bookended with like rain and cold, but our full day off yesterday was amazing. Walked around, the weather was beautiful here.
Walked around the whole town pretty much. Went had to go to Trader Joe's and just walked around shopping, looking for stuff.
Did you buy socks and underwear? Usually touring rock bands are always trying to buy those.
I could have found that, but they didn't sell that at Whole Foods either. You know, it's like, what is you guys' problems?
Did you feel like you were being watched? Because we kind of tipped everybody off that you guys were in town early. So all of the Bone listeners have been looking for Seether while you guys were here the last couple days.
Trader Joe's gave me a free bag.
Did they really?
So, yeah, you play with Seether, and they gave me a Trader Joe's free bag.
The perks.
That's
of
right.
Perks of
you get hooked up.
All about
T. Joe's.
You guys, it's not a secret, have been in the studio working on a new album, and I know that you have not released official press release details of said album. However, you guys know that I will keep your secret, and these microphones aren't even on. So tell me all the details about the album, because I won't tell anybody.
All right, well, it's done. It's currently, I think it's an 11-track album with 2 bonus tracks. Single's already been picked out. It's the opening track to the album. It's coming out. The single's, I think, coming to radio in like July. And then the album is I think, slated for September 20th. But the single will be called Judas Mind. So that's more information than anybody else has got.
Yes.
That is definitely
because the mics are off.
Like surprised.
Yeah,
you know, he's letting it rip.
Well, no, we can start. Well, I mean, as long as we can't play it live yet, because we don't really want to like spoil the surprise. But yeah, I think it's a great album. I mean, obviously, because I'm hoping each one's better than the last one. But we hope. It's been 4 years, so it's a little bit long. But it's also been really weird times worldwide. So. Feels like everything's kind of getting back to normal now. So I don't know that the next album will take 4 years, but I'm excited about this one. So yeah, that's a little bit of information for you.
I appreciate the gossip, Sean.
And it's around 4 minutes long, if that makes any difference.
The album.
The album. Yeah. I was going to say 4 minutes. That's kind of impressive. I mean,
Ramones, hold my beer. Let's make a short song.
Speaking of playing live tonight, what is the process like when you guys are on a tour like Tailgate, where you've got St. Asonia and Tim Montana and Stained, obviously? You only get so much time. Do you guys get on the mat and like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fight out whose songs get on the set list for tonight? Like, how does it, is it a battle royale off the top rope?
Definitely not.
No?
No, the only battle royale we undergo is all of us just recently got back into Fortnite. So our dressing room is literally, there's about 6 or 7 different stations for dudes can just come on in and we can jump on Fortnite and
it's a game room,
kick some butt, right? But no, the thing is we just kind of go with, there's two things for a set list. It's only 60 minutes, so it's really 12 songs because we average out about 5 minutes a song. So you got to pick, all right, which are the ones that the fans want to hear the most, which are the ones that are the most popular. And you're never going to make anybody happy, but you also want to find a flow that's easy, that sort of makes sense as you go through the set. So it is time to change the setup a little bit today because we've been playing the same set now for the first week and a half or so. So we'll make some changes today and see how that goes for the next few days and kind of tweak it as we go. But really, we're here to serve the audience rather than ourselves, because I mean, it's very easy to get up there and play songs that we want to play more than we want to play singles, but the singles get the response, and so that in return is how you get that great feedback from the crowd. So we just play, all right, which is, so Broken's always on there, Fine Again's always on, you know what I mean? Like the songs that people have known the longest, for example, Fake It, those are kind of staples for the sets. And really when you come down to 12 songs, there's not much space for wiggle room, right? Because you're gonna again, you can play 12 singles that did really well and people really know really well and really love, but then you're always going to be like, well, why didn't you guys play that one song? It's like, oh, I'm sorry, we only had the 12 songs, we only had the hour, we're still trying to serve as well as we can. Because I think that's what we are is we're our job is to entertain you, not ourselves necessarily. And if we play songs that you don't know or don't want to hear or don't love, then
we'll throw stuff at you.
Right, exactly. And that's the scary part.
And you're touring with friends. So, of course, coming out of COVID, to be able to go out on the road with a bunch of bands you guys have known a long time, that's got to be fun, too.
Yeah, we've known Stained now for, I think maybe 19, 20 years, I'd say, because we've been here almost 23.
Which is how long I've known you, which is weird.
Right. And we've obviously known Adam from when he was in 3 Days Grace. So we did that tour with them and Breaking Ben in 2004. So that's also 20 years of knowing each other. And then Tim Montana, I just met him a little while back through a mutual friend, and we just texted first, and then we spoke on the phone, and then I got to meet him like a few days ago. And he's a cool guy too, and his band's cool. And so there's definitely, the thing is that we're also, all of us are a lot older now, so that things are very different to what they used to look like. It's not like just mayhem backstage and.
But you still look good.
Not unless you like Fortnite, and then we take you out completely.
Well, before I let you go, obviously taking a break from touring because of COVID and releasing an album in the middle of all of that craziness, what does it mean to you that the fans who are listening in traffic, parking right now, coming to the show tonight, are back bigger than they ever have been? Tell them.
I think that's amazing. I mean, we've always loved our fans a lot, and we always try, and again, same thing when it comes to like a set list, you're trying to serve the fans, right? And so the fact that we're out here and they're responding and they're so excited about it, and I don't even remember, but this is the 14th week of touring that we've done in four years. Like, that's crazy to think that we used to do 14 weeks before you hit April 1st, you know what I mean? And then take maybe a couple weeks off and then go back out. So it's very different in that sense. But I think that there's been, whether or not there's been a starvation for us or for live music or rock or whatever, or maybe a lineup like this, I'm not sure, because we're kind of out of it a little bit, I think. But I think that it's the fans have truly come like stepped up. And the other night, the past few shows, normally you'll have the shows where like there's people in the back that sit down and they're on their phones because they're waiting for the headliner, and it hasn't been the case in the past few shows. It's been like everybody standing and everybody having a good time. So we really appreciate that, because we played a show in Reno one time. We were opening for 3 Doors Down, and like nobody was looking at us, like nobody was standing. So I just started swearing at everybody. I was like, I'd rather be home than playing for you, expletives. And so, but then, because there was a complete apathy to us being on stage, and it wasn't only us, it was just the venue, it was everything, but it certainly struck a chord with me. So, because, we it's not just it's a sacrifice for us to come out and leave our families behind. And, the stuff we've put ourselves through physically, sure, we're probably paying for things we did 20 years ago, but, it's not as glamorous as everyone. You see the back. You see everyone like, oh, hang on, let me just quickly crack these bones before we go do this interview.
I gotta go take a shower. I smell like a dead goat.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's very common. But I think the fans have been great, and we really, really, truly appreciate it.
You talked about being away from family. Do your kids know that you're rock stars, or they think you're losers like every other kid thinks their dad is?
Well, that depends. We're all at various different life stages. Dale and I have got a little bit close. I mean, Johnny's got 2 kids. One's graduated college, one's about to go to college, and Corey's got a daughter who's also about to go to college soon. And so mine are only 7 and 1, and his are 2 and 3 and 1, whatever it is. So we're all at different, sort of parenting phases. But my daughter kind of has an idea. Of course, their kids know, because Jackson, Johnny's son, will come out and like he'll sit in with the Nixons, or he'll come out and play with us, or song or whatever when he's in town. So there's that perception, I think, is the older they get, obviously, the better. And I'm sure Corey's daughter knows because, she goes to an art school as well. So art kids are more cool. And
She's trying to get Taylor Swift tickets from you. Having a daughter is a lot.
No. It's she loves art. She's a singer, drummer. She does, kind of follows her dad. She does.
The Lowry genes in music are strong.
Yeah. She's like, Dad, I want to learn piano. I'm like, what do you want to learn? She wants to start off with Bohemian and Rhapsody. So it's like, oh, okay. Now I have to learn it to teach her. So that's awesome. No, I mean, as fathers, we try to do the best we can, realizing we're not there as much as we want to. My dad played music, so I grew up in it and knew that feeling. And, I still loved him and appreciated him. I wish he was a doctor. I would have been a doctor probably.
If we were all doctors, it would be way different. Can you imagine me showing up to do your proctological exam?
Jesus.
You have been a chemist. You have been a chemist giving us drinks.
I've been a mixologist.
Concoctions, I'm not sure what they were.
That is a fact. Yeah. Well, I'm so excited that you guys are back, that the new record is coming out, that you're out on the road, that we're all back at rock shows again. It's nice to see you not in a Zoom window, which has been the norm for the last few years. It's actually good to be on the same couch again.
Yeah. I despised Zoom from day one until now, man. It's like, it's so impersonal. And then we understood, obviously, we're trying to make connections with people as you're doing interviews and things, but it made me feel even more isolated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like, oh wow, this is really ridiculous. Like we shot a music video and they made us all stay 6 feet apart and like get tested, and all the crews were like, ridiculous. Dude, we've all just been staying in the same house for a week. Why are we going through this charade? Who's it for? It was such a weird time, but I'm glad it's over now. So
obviously they don't know the strong immune systems that rock bands have in a tour bus, because there's all kinds of stuff growing in there.
You've had, well, we've had to develop strong immune systems over the years. It's like, there are some meet and greets you'll have out in a field somewhere, and it's like 120 degrees. And let me tell you, there are some interesting textures that'll come across the grip of your palm.
Skin is an interesting subject,
and so you don't know where those hands have been. But that's all that stuff is. It's almost like you want to then, make as much contact with that hand with your face so you can ingest the germs and become this immune system terminator.
I'm gonna put an astronaut suit on right now.
No, I took a shower. Exactly. I'm clean. I smell good for you. Damn it.
Yeah, I showered too, didn't you? Everyone showered because we had
Did everybody shower?
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
This is that time of the year.
This is the cleanest this band will be on the tour.
So if you're headed to the Cross Insurance Arena tonight, just know the guys in Seether are showered, and they may, in fact, be wearing clean underwear.
And ready to go.
Smelling good.
Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me today.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having me.
It was so good to see you.
You too.
Great to see you.
There they are, the guys in Seether, who are out on the Tailgate Tour and preparing to release their brand new album this September. Judas Mind, the first single, is getting ready to be released in July. Little inside scoop there. If you want to hear their first appearance on the Mistress Carrie podcast, check the show notes for this episode for the link to episode 13. You'll also find all of Seether's links and all of the Mistress Carrie links. If you liked what you heard, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Plus, every weekday, you get the sit rep. All of your rock news, music headlines, and entertainment updates in about 5 minutes. And like this one, you never know when we're going to release a bonus episode. Join me live every Tuesday night at 8:30 Eastern for my weekly video show called Cocktails in the War Room. You can stream it on my official Facebook page, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. And of course, you can always find me on the radio. Get the details on all that and more at mistresscarrie.com. And don't forget to check out this week's full-length episode 204, featuring Sonny Sandoval from POD. The Mistress Carrie Podcast, a proud member of the Pantheon Podcast Network.